set up in a really cool spot on the river farm this morning targeting merino. And over the past week or so, I've been bouncing around on a few different properties, targeting a few different bucks. Merino, obviously, that big 10 I've been chasing. This deer we're calling Bo on a different property. And then I had a new buck show up on another farm that I don't really spend a lot of time on. I don't know if he's a target or not, but he's a good looking deer. I haven't caught up to anything yet, but this morning's been a really fun hunt. We've seen 11 bucks already. And this spot in particular, I don't hunt it very often because it's hard to get into, but once you get into it, it sets up really well for calling. It's just a beautiful spot right here on the river. Our wind blows back across the river. We haven't done any calling this morning. We've just seen a lot of bucks cruising, a little bit of chasing. But like I said, this spot does set up well for calling. I mentioned I haven't hunted in a long time, or don't hunt very often. I think one of the last times was in 2017. I rattled from the stand and had 3 bucks come in at the same time. That was pretty cool. They all came basically right to 15 yards. They couldn't get downwind of me without going in the river. They didn't see anything, and they left, no shooters, anything, but there was no damage done. And I love those spots when it comes to calling. I love when a deer can't get downwind of you because a mature buck, if they can get downwind, you can bet that they will get downwind. And that's why when I'm looking for spots for calling, this is the type of spot that I really key in on. And especially when blind calling, like blind rattling. During this time of year, from late October through early November, I pick my tree stand locations or where I want to hunt based on that, based on the calling setup, because I know that's when bucks are the most callable in my experience. So I go to certain tree stand locations based on if a buck can get downwind of me, if I'm calling or not. So keep that in mind as far as a calling setup. This week we have a good example of that with Drake's hunt. He calls in a great late October buck.
Today is the afternoon of October 29th. We decided to come to the river bottom farm here. We had a little high pressure system kind of move in, brought a little bit of colder temperatures. Yesterday it was like high 50s. It's not a really good day to hunt, so we didn't hunt yesterday afternoon, but we kind of been monitoring these cutting link cameras, and there's been a bunch of bucks showing up here as of late. Nothing really to speak of, but just a lot more bucks than what has been showing up here in the past months. So we're set up overlooking this little food plot, a lot of quick plot. Looking forward to it. We do have some warm weather coming, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, this is our second time ever hunting this farm, so we're going to settle in and hopefully before long deer will start moving. Buck right there, Hunter, to the north, right there on the fence, kind of going behind that tree stand we had. It's getting to be a little bit after 6, and we've only seen one deer the whole afternoon. One little probably 2-year-old buck clear on the other side, kind of right behind our other tree stand. But I don't know, it's kind of bizarre to me. I mean, back when we first hunted this, I bet we had 12 or 15 deer in here, and now we have nothing. I rattled, got nothing. We've got probably 30 minutes left, I think. A good shooting light, so things are about to bust loose. We're 2 days away from November, so hang in here for the last 30 minutes or so and see what happens. Okay, big buck over here. Big buck to your left. That's a pretty good deer. Come at it. He's a deer. He's looking. He's looking. He's a big deer. Is he coming? Yeah, he's coming. Ready? Yes. That smoked. Is he down? That's a giant. That's a good deer. That's a good deer. Oh, October 29th. He's dead right there, dude. You can do it, dude. That was perfect. I was just did an update interview. We haven't seen a single deer. The whole afternoon we saw one 2-year-old buck. 2 minutes after we did this interview, Hunter says, deer coming across here. I grunted probably a couple times, he'd look, I snort wheezy, look. Finally, I don't know, I grunted again, kind of turned, and I turned back that way towards the river. And he turned on a beeline and came right in here. Oak City, baby, 29th of October. I love me a perfect night, and oh man, this is what we dream of. Oh, I can't believe that, dude. He's a hammer. Alrighty, we just got a bite to eat. Josh just showed up, Harvey showed up, Corns is here, we got the boys. We're gonna go, I'm done wasting time. We're gonna go look at him. Oh boy. That is what you want to see. Ooh, boys.
Look at this deer. Oh, he's a little sniffing.
Hunts like that, we all wait for chasing November, but this year we won't be chasing November. It's kind of bittersweet, but you can't beat a hunt like that. We don't have any history with this deer, no photos, no anything. Just that time of year, you just put in your time, you know, and eventually it's Iowa, you know, something's bound to go right. So I guess I don't even know what to say, man. It's just, this is what you wait all season for, deer like this. And to share it with the boys is pretty special, so cannot beat it, man.
Congratulations to Drake on a great buck. Late October is one of my favorite times of year, and that's a perfect example of why. That pre-rut is just a really fun time to hunt, and it's really exciting to be able to call mature bucks in the bow range. Those first available does are coming into estrus, and those bucks seem to be really susceptible to calling. Give you guys a little update on how my hunting has been going. It's November 7th today, and it is the hottest day of the last 2 weeks. It's about 75 degrees right now, and it was a low of 50 this morning. The action's actually been pretty slow today. But up until now, I've had some of the best hunting I've ever had. I had to work only a couple days this week, so I've been able to get out a lot, and we have encountered multiple 4- and 5-year-old bucks every hunt. We've had close encounters with them too, and got to witness some really neat deer behavior. I've had a couple encounters with the crabclaw 10, a great encounter yesterday with the black-eyed 10. Had a big 6x5 that we've known since last year, and another encounter with Dak. We almost got a shot off at Dak, but it just didn't work out. He slipped away. A lot of people probably wonder why I didn't shoot one of those other deer, but I've got my heart set on Dak or Merino right now, so I'm holding strong. You guys can keep up with all the action on the blog series on the Midwest Whitetail Daily channel. It sounds obvious, but another great place to catch mature bucks in late October is on a food source. The old adage is you gotta hunt where the does are, and as we move into November, the does get more and more tired of being harassed, so you don't see them walking around as much. They're sticking to the cover. But in late October, they're still in their normal patterns, and they're coming out to the food plots like normal, and those mature bucks know that, and you'll catch them on their feet in daylight, come and check these food plots looking for the first available doe. Next, let's join Tim Allen on his successful late October hunt that drives this point home.
Good evening. It is our second day, our second evening set. Yesterday evening we encountered heavy 10 over on the destination clover plot. Lots of good deer moving over there yesterday. Lots of good movement. This morning we were about 350 yards back up the ridge right here. Close to some bedding this morning. Great encounters this morning. Great deer in this area. We're hunting this little green plot, some wheat. We have a perfect wind. Deer funneling out of this bedding area. We're gonna settle in here. We're looking for Curly Brow to pop out. He was here a couple of nights ago. We're excited. We're encouraged. This is the fourth inning, and we're excited. We're ready to get it done. just happened, dude? I think he's right there. I think he's dead right there. Oh my God. I can't believe that. He came in, postured on that other deer, made a scrape over there, eased out there. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I can't say anything. I've never even seen a deer that big. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, man. Iowa, baby. No place like it. Son, that's the deer I wanted to kill. Coming up here. And then we saw heavy 10. I was like, yeah, heavy 10. But that's the deer I really wanted. I think he fell right there.
I heard something.
I saw him go down. Text Lee and Josh. All right, we're back. Lee and Josh finally got out of the tree. They had a great hunt tonight, sounds like. We're pretty sure we heard the buck crash. We're gonna go to where the arrow is, try to pick up the blood trail and see what it was. Let's go.
What you like to see?
Good night. There he is out there. Wow. We thought we heard him crash, and we did. This is exactly where we thought he went down, but man, he is so much more impressive in person. Just unbelievable hunt. Huge body. Just incredible. This is the first Iowa deer I've ever seen on the ground, and it is amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you, Lee and Josh, Aubrey, for being there with me. Just an absolute incredible hunt of a lifetime.
Congrats to Drake and Tim. I honestly can't recall a better October for our team. It's been crazy how many big deer have hit the ground. Hopefully we can continue that right into November. Moving forward, one thing we're going to add to our arsenal of content is a podcast, and we'll do the typical setup where we have guests and we discuss various topics. But in the short term, we're going to do something a little more fun, a little different, and that is we're going to take our core group of guys and we're going to try to get Bill involved as well. But we're going to hop on a call basically after our evening hunts and talk about right away what we saw that day, what we saw for deer movement, what we're seeing in general, which deer we saw, all that type of stuff. So it'll be really cool to have that instant feedback, and hopefully you guys can hop on each night, hear what we have going on, and potentially apply it to your own hunts. So look for that pretty soon. We'll keep you posted on where you can watch that, where you can find that. But in the meantime, good luck out in the woods, and we appreciate you guys watching.